Hey YouTube, we're going to come at you with the Great League battle here from a member of the channel. But before that, oh, that tickles, OHTHATICKLES on Twitter, basically posted saying that they found the fix to GBL lag. And I know Apex posted it in my Discord, but you can also just go to Twitter and search the handle here. It's a very quick video. Basically what they said is they turned on the developer mode and then they toggled, like, they switched 3 of the settings once in the developer mode settings. And again, just go check the video, and basically it's supposed to solve all the problems. So I've done 5 battles with this on and I have not had the problems in 5 battles. Other people have said they've done 3 sets and have had no problems either. So maybe it is a fix. I'm always as someone who's been going through this lag for 20 seasons now, and the inconsistencies with the one turn fast movement, and like the one turn coming for the entire season, you know, if there's a fix and this is it, fantastic. Again, 5 for 5 so far, so we'll see if it is a great fix. But basically, it has to do with the like the graphics. You can see the graphic driver settings. They go and make it a systems graphic driver, and they, again, I don't know, I don't understand all the technical aspects of it, but they put on like 3 different things: toggle, don't keep activities, no background processes. Makes sense, just to lower your what's going on. So go check them out if you want to try and potentially fix your lag. Now, Nick, who is a level 2 member, so he's submitted multiple times, and I will showcase multiple times. That is the member advantage. So, lokix, Diggersby, toxapex, and basically say, testing out core breakers and trying to climb now. Lokix on the lead, but it's not spammy enough for how glassy. So paired with 2 bulky Pokemon, safe swap was mostly Diggersby. Altogether, they cover each other's weaknesses. Simple strategy of bulk and lokix moveset worked pretty well. Gained a couple hundred elo. Hopefully, it still does well in the 2300. So this is the 2100 to 2300. So I'll put that up in the thing. Yeah, so basically it on the surface, everything makes sense. You have, you know, a dark bug Pokemon. So that is going to be weak to Fairy. It's going to be weak to Rock. And you got a couple answers for those in the back. You have a lot of bulk in the back in Diggersby and toxapex to basically use 2 shields on lokix because it is so glassy. And you have Diggersby as a safe swap. So I think in theory, it all makes sense. Let's take a look at the battles to see how it plays out. Great lead against a Ghost, so they'll probably get out of here into Drapion. So get into Diggersby, which is a nice matchup, resisting the poison. If they have Aqua Tail, they're not even a Shadow, so I'm not even too worried about that, and they don't. Usually when you see, not all the time, but usually when you see a non-Shadow Drapion, it is Crunch and Sludge Bomb. And if it's a Shadow, it's Aqua Tail and Crunch, but not all the time, but just that's the recommended moveset with those 2 variations. So just taking neutral Crunches here with the resisted. Okay, see, and it has Aqua Tail, so why would they throw the Crunch the first time and not the Aqua Tail? I don't know. But now they're going for the super effective Aqua Tails, but Diggersby is just so freaking tanky. Taking 3 moves now. Scorching Sands does land, so grab the shield, took switch. Trying to get off a Fire Punch with these resisted Astonishes coming through. So this will be okay chip. With lokix coming in, resisting the Astonish. They're still probably at an Icy Wind and they're a Shadow. So I'm probably shielding this up. Yeah. There's no real reason to not. And we'll see what's in the back. And they do make a catch on a Gastrodon. But that Gastrodon is going to take a double super effective Trailblaze. And it lands. And at this point, you just kind of stay in. Yeah. You know, you can live a Body Slam, but it would be very close because you're just that classy. And now going to give up Swap here. Just getting a little ahead on energy. They're so low, yeah, it doesn't really matter because the damage is done on the Sucker Punches in the there. Okay, Gastrodon. So you are Bug, so Bug resists ground. And going for the Trailblaze, just basically going to buff your attack. So you resist ground. Body Slam's coming through, but you can already... Okay, wow, they let it go. Okay, they let it go. Maybe not knowing the moveset. If I saw a Dark Bug, I would not expect a Grass-type move. But now we have a buffed Sucker Punch, and we're now going to land a second one. So they do shield, and at this point, you probably just commit the shield and see how far you can go with this Pokemon. Yeah, when you're double buffed with a attack heavy Pokemon like this, it almost just makes sense to just double shield and see how far you can go with this damage. So like, I know, honestly, I'd shield this up too. Yeah, see what's the back Pokemon, because even if it's resisted, like a now triple buffed, and it's not, it's neutral. So that neutral move is chipping so hard, and now you just grab the shield, because they're going to have to shield, and then you already just, this game's over, right? So just keep pounding away here. They eventually throw, which is like, yeah, you're not going to Psywave down a dark Pokemon, but at that point, it's basically a full sweep. Coming in toxapex, I don't know, but I mean, it honestly does not matter. Obviously, Psywave is super effective, but they're both so low, it does not matter. Dragonair. So this is where it kind of gets interesting, because Dragonair is also a very fast damage Pokemon. And obviously getting to the move here. So it's one of those where it's like, if you buff your attack here, you can probably take it, but you may need to burn a second shield. We'll see if they shield or let this go. They do shield, and they may get to a move before you. No, and they still take you out. Wow, so even with that buffed move, the Dragonair's Dragon Breath just overpowering Lokix here. They throw the resisted Aqua Tail, probably just through blind. What do they have in the back? They're really debating here. Wow. Okay. Look, I don't know what you have in the back. Oh my god. What are they doing? Okay, so for the good news is, for them, is that your backline sucks. Get into Diggersby. What are you doing? What are you doing? What the hell is happening here? Okay, so for those of you just listening to my voice wondering, and you let it go, what the hell is happening here? Okay. I'm pretty sure this is just put in as just to troll me, because this is crazy what is happening here. Okay, for those of you not watching, basically, we lost lead, and we came in Toxapex. And they had the very, very, very tough decision of coming with a ghost Pokemon that resists poison, or coming with an Azumarill that just gets walled by everything. So they decided to come in with the Azumarill that gets walled by everything, and then like kind of realizing their mistake, finally get out into a very tough answer in Drifblim. And then on our end, we're like, oh, why would we come in with the normal type Pokemon that double resists ghosts when we can just stay in with the hardest answer we have to Azumarill? So we stayed in with that and got down to the red for some reason. Now we're baiting, and we're going to win this matchup mostly because your opponent threw it with coming into Azumarill into a Toxapex, which is literally probably the hardest answer in this game to it. But what the hell was that from both of you? I am dumber for having watched that. Okay, just kidding. Sorry. Anyways, Ariados. So making a catch on a Diggersby, the only worry is that, I mean, I don't know if they'll throw Trail. Yeah, they do throw Lunge, which is neutral. Trailblaze would have been super effective, but Trailblaze is resisted on Bug, so maybe they're not throwing that. Diggersby as the safe swap, getting hit with the Talonflame, which is probably one of the harder answers, single resisting the Scorching Sands here. Diggersby is tanky enough that you can live the Flame Charge here and get off another move, but this move, unfortunately, is not going to do anywhere near enough to take this out. So they may just be able to come into the farm down and take you out with a ton of energy. And I have Lokix, weak to fire, so coming in Toxapex because you kind of have to. But this thing's already buffed once. They do throw Flame Charge again, kind of blind. But this is probably a double buffed Fly or Brave Bird. And it is a double buff Fly. Still only does, wow. Still only does like 30% double buff, which is crazy. And it's a Greninja in the back. Which I guess Ariados has no moves, so. But Greninja has even worse. Taking a Sludge Wave, almost taking it out. Night Slash, I guess I have Night Slash, which is a chip, but like. Just now going down. And throw the brine, that's all you need. I mean, Sucker Punch should win this. Just Sucker Punch. So they're also going to buff their attack. But Trailblaze yourself, and then you just kind of both buff your attack, and then Sucker Punch will just outbeat this thing considering how low it is. Okay. Diggersby. I was gonna say neutral lead, but they have a fire punch, and you make the catch on your own Diggersby for a fire punch. Yeah, fire punch super effective, just gonna outpace you, and it's so tanky. So catching that fire punch, coming in with a Gastrodon, which is kind of neutral-ish, honestly. So get off the Scorching Sands. No lowering of the attack, unfortunately. How many was that? That did not seem like... Okay, it was Earth Power. You know, counting is not my strong suit. So get off a second Scorching Sand. So this will flip switch if they let this go. So yeah, they decide to shield. Finally get the lowering of the attack. So yeah, come lokix. Going to shield anyways. Assuming they're going to get to 2 moves here. Yeah, shielding 1. Going to double shield. I don't know about this double shield. You've already lowered their attack, and it's a non-stab body slam. How much could it really do? And a Mandibuzz comes in, which resists your Sucker Punch. You do have a couple X scissors here, which would ship. I'm going to get back-to-back here just to put them in the yellow, and then toxapex. But now toxapex down to 0 shields here. Trying to make a catch here. Yeah, and successfully making a catch on the Aerial Ace, assuming that they're throwing the super effective move and not the resisted one. But yeah, now you got a Diggersby to deal with down shields. Like, I'm really surprised we double shielded a non-stab lowered attack Gastrodon body slam when you know they have a Diggersby with fire punch and you don't even know their other Pokemon yet. I think that's not a smart double shield there. Because now Diggersby is just going to easily resist the poison, still take a bunch of damage here. Can get off of Scorching Sands to take this out. Or Fire Punch. That's a risky play. They had so much energy. They should have easily just gone Scorching Sands and still probably got to a Fire Punch. And then coming in with the Mandibuzz. I guess they're doing their best to throw this matchup too here. Get off the X Scissor. Do get to move. Aerial Ace is super effective. Is it enough to take out from 50% health? Yep. This thing is very glossy. Poison jab down. But they're going to have way more health. Yeah. You lost once you 2 shielded the... don't do that. Okay. Jump Pluff. Going in straight to Toxapex, which I guess Diggersby does not have a good matchup overall. Taking just the Aerial Ace, and they are staying in despite taking super effective from the poison moves here. Here comes another move on their end, and this time it is an Energy Ball to take you 50%, but you're already at a Sludge Wave, and these poison jabs are adding up so much. What are they doing? And it lands. Does this thing just forget that you have poison type moves? What are you doing? And they have, okay, so they have Annihilate in the back, so maybe it's like a Primeape Annihilate combo here. And now they're coming in with the Annihilate to just resist the poison type moves. And that will just start boosting Rage Fist here. This team is also double weak to fighting. So you have lokix and Diggersby both weak to fighting. So if they are double fighter in the back here, you're going to have a tough time. So they commit to the shield. Out comes a lokix. Going to burn that shield, even though it's probably just a Rage Fist that would be resisted. But the counters are going to add up a ton. And then trying to catch on Diggersby. And hopefully it's not the double Primeape. It is not. It's a Clodsire in the back. Yeah, I guess that's why they... Wait, what? Why did they come? Why didn't they get a... Okay. Anyways, Clodsire landing the Earthquake. You do still have a shield. Getting to the Scorching Sands. It is super effective, but with stab, but probably still does not take out from this range. Not even close. Which means now they're going to get to an Earthquake. Going to commit the shield because you really want to get this Earthquake off, the Scorching Sands off to take this out. And they have no Pokemon left to catch or anything, so I think it's an easy shield just to take that out with the Scorching Sands. Azumarill is obviously a... Okay. So they have an Azumarill lead into a Dark, and they're like, Fairy against Dark? Nah, I don't love that. So they save swap into a Vigoroth. Now Vigoroth is tough because Vigoroth is a counter user, which is super effective against Lokix and Diggersby. So we don't want to take it on the Lokix, but instead of coming to resist it on the Toxapex, we're going to come into Diggersby and lose the switch anyways here, because they're going to just be able to out counter us here. Luckily they threw actually just to burn this. Maybe the quick attack would have taken them out. And then you decide to show your Toxapex to ensure the Azumarill will not be lined with this. I swear to God, if the Azumarill comes back in. No, so their Quailfish comes in. So now we're just kind of resisted off here. So Poison Jab, Aqua Tail versus Poison. I made Poison Sting, Aqua Tail, but Poison Jab, Sludge Wave over here. Still will chip though. Yeah, it does chip to the 50% mark. And I guess you have Trailblaze on Lokix, so it's not like you're drawing dead against the Azumarill. But man, when you have the hardest answer with Toxapex against Azumarill and you can't align it. I mean, again, you're doubly tough fighting, so if you wanted to come in properly with the Toxapex against the Vigoroth resisting the counter, you would have been screwed. But now they are coming in with their their Azumarill, but they're down to one Pokemon, so they have no choice. Gonna have to burn the shield or just lose this match real hard. Okay. It's only week 3, 4? What week are we on now? 4. 4 of 12. Okay, Bastiodon is a Rock Throw user, which is super effective against you. And going to Diggersby, I was about to say, it's toxic team. So out comes a Shadow Vic, which... I mean, I guess you had... this is, again, a little bit where the team flaws coming in. Because it's like, okay, you came directly into a ground, into a Bastion. Of course, they're going to have an answer to a ground with Bastion on their team. You do grab both shields on the Fire Punches, though. So I guess that's kind of the strength of a buffed Fire Punch on Diggersby. So Lokix going to come in. Probably going to have to shield. Yeah. Hopefully you can Sucker Punch this down before they get to another move here. And you do. Now do you just... I was about to say, do you... Because you're taking super effective fast moves here. But you can do neutral Trailblazes and buff your attack, but just going to chip it for the 1 to put it with it. And they have a... a Venusaur in the back. Double Grass. Modified Grass Hole team here, because both Venusaur and I don't know about taking that move. I think this is the hardest. Frenzy's probably the hardest move you're going to see out of the two here, because now you're just basically smackdown range. So they're out of move, which is going to do less, and now you're going to let this go, but now you're in smackdown range on your low kicks, I think. Getting off of Brine, which will be okay chip. And now this is neutral, so maybe between this and a buff Sucker Punch, you could take this out before they smack you down. But they should just be committing to the farm down here. Yeah. You need to shield that Frenzy plan up. It's going to be the hardest move you're going to see. Okay, Swampert. Mudshot's resisted, Hydro neutral. And it takes us 7 to get to a Trailblaze, so just going to get significantly outpaced to these Hydros here. But still just probably going to go into the 2 shield, throwing Trailblaze. This will grab a shield or take it out. And at this point, you can just commit to the farm down with the Sucker Punch, I believe. And they give up switch into Sand Slash. So you only have resisted move, but they're throwing the Trailblaze just to... It'll chip, plus it'll boost your attack again. And just really put on pressure on these shields. Hopefully you live an Ice Punch from this range. 65%. Just throw the X Scissor. Just throw the X Scissor. Do get to Trailblaze barely with 1 HP. Take it out. You'll get 1 more attack. 2 more. Now you can line your Toxapex, which is nice. Frenzies will hurt, but Toxapex is so tanky. It's probably going to take minimum 2. Swampert comes in. Ooh, Swampert's tough. Super effective on the Diggersby. Now, hopefully, non-Shadow Swamper. Can you take 2, or is that still super effective enough to put you at 50? Yeah, super effective enough to put you at 50, but do get to a Fire Punch. But now they could potentially just fast... Oh, no, they can't. You got way more health here. Well, no, the Fire Punches are going to come pretty quickly, so they can't fully. What they're going to have to do is basically go 4 more, 3, and throw the Air Lace here. No, they're trying to get into the farm down. That's not happening. They kind of need to go like 3 Vine Whips and then throw the Air Lace and then try and get a Frenzy off, but I think you had too much health anyways. Okay, so that is it. Thanks for the submission. Yeah, I don't know if lokix is it. I do have a team coming up next week with Diggersby on it, because I asked everyone's opinion on like which Pokemon is... I kind of mentioned how like I always Swampert, Sableye, Lickitung as my like go-to safe super strong Pokemon. So I asked you for your opinion on Pokemon that you think fit the bill, and at least one of you, maybe multiple, said Diggersby. So I'm using it on a team. So you'll see that showcase again with Diggersby, a different team, but Diggersby coming up on my teams. So it is. Let me just delete this, and I'll tell you right now, because a couple people comment. I've said I've deleted some. So I still have a lot of Great League submissions. So let me just go through the members that I will look at next week first. Square Soldier, IHTIAZ. I have yours. I'll look at that next week. Non-member. So lots of non-members here, which is okay. I said like I always level 2 member in Jace, Slayer. Oh wait, that's a different league. What league is that? But if it's Little Cup, I'll showcase it. Yeah, it's a Little Cup. We'll showcase a couple Little Cups. So Jace, Slayer on the YouTube. Oh, JE, yeah, in Pogo. I'll do your Little Cup next week. Johnny, Holiday Cup as well. I see a member there. Joey, that's Master League. Ooh, we're going to have to wait until that's a little slow of a week to do Master League. And Polo Daddy is a level 2 member for Ultra League. So next time Ultra League's around, Cluxy as well for Ultra League. And then, yeah, we'll get back to the Ultra League. So I'll commit to those members' videos for sure. I've got at least 2 of my own Great League teams. And then there are other, again, for those of you who do not know channel memberships, I kind of started channel memberships as a way to just like support me. Because people are like, I want to support you. So I'm like, okay, let's do memberships. And one of the benefits of memberships is that if you want your videos kind of analyzed, like this is essentially coaching to a certain extent, because I'm like reviewing. It's not, I guess the difference is like live coaching, you'll usually have someone telling you what to do while you're playing, which I don't love that type of coaching. But this is like a review of your battle type coaching of like, this is how you can improve, stuff like that. So this is basically coaching to a certain extent. So the benefit of members is that if you submit your battles, I will always give you priority over non-members. So I will do all the members videos first. But that being said, I have at least, I'd say 10 non-members here. Boston, I'm going to mispronounce Diego, Melly, King Perrier, Nick, Justin, Jeff. So I got like a lot of non-members for Holiday and Little as well. Oh no, Jeff, sorry. This is I got a form for you guys to fill out. Please no YouTube. Please at least 10 battles. And please fill in the stuff. So when sorry, not that I want to make you an example, Jeff. But Holiday Cup, Pokemon used, nothing. Moveset, nothing. Elo 1900. Link, it's a YouTube link. And anything specific, nothing. So no, when I see stuff like that, sorry, that's just an instant delete. We're not doing that. Anyways, so thanks for the submissions, everyone, one and all. Thanks for the support to the members. And that is it. So this is the last video. Oh yeah, still got that open. I believe this is the last video. Yeah, I've got my like sort of recap video this morning of the year of my of you know just a very big discussion about like the future of this channel and what I want to do and everything. And then we'll have this video, and then tomorrow it is Little Cup and Great League, so an easy top teams videos for the recommended search stuff like that. And then we'll go over all those Little Cup and Great League teams that I talked about here. So that is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.